Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we're talking streamlining your skincare routine with some multi-active products that deliver all the great benefits whilst enabling you to cut down the total number of steps in your own skincare routine. Now, I know a lot of you will be gagged and shocked because this isn't something I usually discuss on this channel. I'm the sort of person that likes to have many steps in my skincare routine, but I think there's an emerging trend in the skincare community of cutting down on the total number of steps, which is probably as a result of people returning to work. Maybe we've accumulated a whole host of steps in the last 18 months where we did have a little bit more time on our hands and we're looking to just trim things back. Maybe it's a great way to save money as well, because often by combining multi-active formulations, you can save money on the overall number of purchases that you need to make. So sit back, relax, and let's talk the very best in multifunctional skincare. Now, before we jump into this, I'm just going to call it out and say, you do you. This is my motto when it comes to skincare, and this video is no judgment, no shade. Whether you have a 10-step, gorgeously curated skincare routine, or you do the bare minimum, you're an out-the-door, 2-step kind of person. There is no judgment. We all need to do what works well for our skin, for our budget, and of course, the amount of time that we have to apply to our own skincare routine. I think a shorter and tighter skincare routine done properly in the right amount of time is far better than a rushed routine, which is stressful and has to cram way too much in to the time that you have. I would usually say allow 60 seconds per product as a rough guide in your head to how long your routine will take, and then apply that to what is your busiest day. What is the maximum amount of time you can afford to spend, and then kind of pitch your routine at that. I've got a whole lot to cover in this video, so I'm going to cut the waffle and get straight on into it. And let's start with cleansers. Now, cleansers are the start of the skincare routine, but they're also a great way of combining multiple steps into one. Now, I always say when it comes to cleansers, there's no need to spend more than $15, around £10 or £12, because in that price bracket, you can get so many fantastic cleansers that will do the job of getting rid of all that dirt, debris, and SPF. But also, some of them now come with some added benefits to help you simplify your routine and also to keep the cost down. My two favorite things to combine are exfoliation and cleansing in one. This is because I feel like it's a lot more gentle way of doing it and incorporating exfoliation into your skincare routine, but also I kind of feel it's a really great way to just kick off your routine by minimizing some of the steps. When it comes to active ingredients and cleansers, I don't always say they're a great combination because you're actually washing off cleansers. They're not a leave-on treatment. And so any active ingredients that you throw into a cleanser is only going to be in contact with your skin for, say, 60 seconds. So you're not getting the maximum benefit. The one exception to this is, of course, exfoliating acids. The reason I say this is if you leave them in contact with your skin for 60 seconds, they're already going to be getting to work. They're going to be breaking down those bonds which are gluing the dead skin onto the gorgeous, radiant skin beneath. And I think 60 seconds is enough to get a really good exfoliation. This is also a great hack if you're suffering with a little bit of sensitivity as a result of your exfoliant. Maybe try and combine it into a cleanser, because that way you're minimizing the total contact time by washing the product off after 60 seconds. And of course, you're going to be minimizing the amount of sensitivity. If you have oily skin, the best to go for is a salicylic acid cleansing wash. These are fantastic at just going into the pores, getting rid of any dirt, debris and gunk that might be causing blackheads, but also just mattifying the skin and removing that excess oil before you start your skincare routine. My go-to is the salicylic acid cleanser by the Inculist, which I always rave about on this channel. You guys are going to be bored of me actually raving about this, but it's just so inexpensive, works so well, and because I have super oily, acne-prone skin, particularly in the summer months, this honestly one of my go-to favourites and such a great option for people with oily skin. If you want something a little bit more heavy duty, I would say with the salicylic acid cleanser, it's going to take a little bit of time to see those results. We're talking a couple of months to really start to see those benefits. If you don't want to wait that long and you want a heavy duty exfoliator and cleanser in one, then my go-to is this. This is the clarifying cleanser by Face Theory. I love this. You know the second you put this on the skin and the tingle that you get from it, you know it's a heavy duty exfoliant and it's going to work eating away at all those dead skin cells. This combines a beautiful combination of salicylic acid, but also has some alpha hydroxy acids in there, and it's just a really nice, creamy, beautiful consistency which gets off all the dirt and debris and exfoliates at the same time. Like with all of the cleansers I'm mentioning and any exfoliating cleansers you use, make sure you are massaging them into the skin for that full 60 seconds, because that's going to allow it to work in synergy with your skin to actually get some benefit. If you're the sort of, put the cleanser on, 10 seconds later you're washing it off, I don't feel you're going to get any benefits, but 60 seconds a couple of times a week with this cleanser, Honestly, does so much for my exfoliation game and really just brings back that luminosity to my skin. Now, what happens if you want to splurge? You want to go a bit bougie, a bit extra, and you want to get a little bit more from your cleanser, and you don't mind paying a little bit more for it and breaking that $15 price point that I mentioned earlier. Well, I would totally reach for the Medicate Surface Radiance Cleanser. This is like a spa in a bottle. The scent is gorgeous, it feels luxurious, silky and smooth on the skin, but it also combines some really nice light touch exfoliating acids. It's got mandelic acid in here, which is super calming and gentle. It's got some light salicylic acid in here as well, but it's also got some lactic acid. These three are going to combine to just give you a really nice but gentle exfoliation. So these are for people that want that light, don't want to go as heavy duty as Face Theory, want that light exfoliation, but in a beautiful spa-like product. It's a treatment that you know you've spent money on and it feels gorgeous and luxurious. It comes in the UK at £22, which isn't break the bank, but for cleansers that's a little bit up there. In the US it'll be around the $25 price point, but I've left links to it as alongside all of the other products mentioned today below in the descriptions box. So if you do want to check it out, the price point wherever you are, obviously click on the links below. Now before we move on to serums, I know there's going to be so many of you saying, what about cleansing scrubs? And I know so many people reach for cleansing scrubs as a great way of combining a manual exfoliation with a cleansing step. I'm not a huge fan of them personally because I think particularly with cleansers, we tend to go in quite rough with them and we really work them into the skin. That can be a little bit too abrasive on our skin and can lead to problems down the line. So I'd say if you're somebody that likes a manual exfoliation, and that is totally fine. Don't read all the horror stories online with people saying if you're manually exfoliating, you're destroying your skin. If you do it correctly, it can be a really great way of giving an exfoliation to the skin. I personally would invest in one of these, which is a muslin cloth. This is the Face Theory one, but there's so many out there. This is a very light and gentle abrasion to the skin, and if you wipe off whatever cleanser you use with this, not only will it feel a bit spa-like and a bit luxurious, but it will give a very light exfoliation to the skin as well. So I think this is a great, much more affordable option than cleansing scrubs, which I do think are a little bit rough on the skin. Now I'm going to shoot straight past toners and essences, not because I don't think they're fantastic. I think they can add great value to your skincare routine, but I do know a lot of people feel that they're an optional step in their routine, and it's usually one of the first things that they'll cut out when they come to streamline their routine. You absolutely don't need to, and there's so many toners that can give great benefits to your skin. I'm going to leave a link to my favorite toners video up there if you do want to check it out, because I don't want to just ride roughshod over toners and leave them. That video will have some great recommendations. Now on to serums, and the ones that I'm going to be calling out today are what I call a one-stop shop. They're almost like an entire skincare routine in one product. If you're feeling super quick, you're tight for time and you want to just get out of that door, legitimately you could cleanse, deliver one of these serums to the skin, apply your SPF and leave the house knowing that you've got a really great amount of benefit for your skin. I'm going to call out two brands to start it off because I think all of their serums are great, multi-active and worth a look. First is Face Theory. You guys know I fangirl hard about this brand. All their serums combine multi-actives in there. You've got some that combine retinols, vitamin C's. You've got some that will combine alpha hydroxy acids with calming and soothing ingredients, antioxidants. So many great options. I'm going to leave a link to a video I did on Face Theory, which I'll link up there. Check that out for some more detail on them. But honestly, all of their serums will steer you in the right direction and add great value for your skin without having to have too many steps. Similarly, Hylamide, which is another brand that I've covered frequently on the channel, and I'll link my recent video to them up there. They're another great brand whose whole ethos is about combining multiple steps in one product to really minimize the entire routine. They're definitely worth a check out the same way Face Theory are, because I think if you kind of want a one-stop shop for the best serums, both of those brands will deliver to the gods. Now let's start for hydration. What if you're suffering with dehydrated or dry skin and you want a one-stop shop serum? Well, first of all, I'm going to call out this, which is a bit of a recent discovery. This is the Make Prem Deep Moisture Comfort Me Essence. It's called an essence, but it's actually a cream. It's a serum. It's a lightweight cream. It goes onto the skin beautifully, and this blends so many beneficial ingredients. It's got 5 different hydrators in here. It's also got ingredients which are going to calm and soothe any irritation that you have in the skin, such as panthenol, and it's got ceramides. So you're getting everything to boost up the barrier function of the skin, hydrate you to the gods, calm any irritation that you have. Honestly, you combine this with an light exfoliating wash and you've got a whole skincare routine in 2 steps. I love this product, and honestly I discovered it maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago and I can't put it down. So good, and definitely one to try if you want an all-in-one serum and you have dry skin. In this category, I'm also going to call out the Jordan Samuel Hydrate Serum. I actually think Jordan Samuel Skin are selling themselves a bit short with this product, because whilst it's called the Hydrate Serum and it will hydrate you to the gods, it also does so much more. This has 4 different hydrators in here, which are going to bring back that hydration, lock in that moisture into the skin, and really help tackle any dehydration or dry skin issues you might have. But beyond that, it's also got a really nice vitamin C derivative. I love vitamin C derivatives because they're light, they're gentle, they don't give you that same level of sensitivity that you can get with a pure form L-ascorbic acid, but you still get that great brightening, luminous skin as a result of using it. I love that they put a vitamin C derivative in here because it takes it from just being a hydrating product into the stratosphere and is also going to bring back that glow and that lit from within complexion. They also have 2 different exfoliating acids in here. Now, these are very light exfoliating acids, lactic acid and a salicylic acid derivative. These are super gentle, super light, and they're not going to give you a really harsh exfoliation. But used over time and on a regular basis, they're going to give a really nice resurfacing to the skin, help and even everything out, but won't, and this is the most important thing, won't strip and dry the skin. So if you're someone that has dry skin, you want to get that hydration, plus a little glow and maybe a little resurfacing, this is a stunning and gorgeous product to use. I'll just caution anyone, maybe don't use this alongside an exfoliating cleanser because you might get too much alpha hydroxy acids in your life. Now, we touched on this a minute ago, but what happens if you have that dull skin that you want to bring back luminosity to? You want to take your glow to the gods and really bring back some vibrancy to the skin. I honestly would reach for the Stroke of Brilliance Serum by Versed. The reason I call this out is because not only does it have some great skincare ingredients such as niacinamide in here, it also has some of nature's most powerful brightening agents, licorice root and turmeric. That's going to help with any hyperpigmentation, fade any dark spots and even out the skin tone, but it's also going to give us a really nice light glow. This also combines vitamin C derivatives, which again we talked about before has been fantastic and gentle, but bringing back that glow over time. And of course, you've got some great hydrators in here as well. This is really a one-stop shop for anyone that wants a serum which is going to deliver that gorgeous lit glow complexion, help with fade any hyperpigmentation and even out the skin tone. This is one that works really well for my oily skin, but also with those added hydrators would work well for people with combination dry skin as well. So definitely one to check out. Now, finally, when it comes to serums, I'm going to call out Ameliorate and their Transforming Facial Serum. This isn't a brand I've talked about a whole lot on this channel. It's more prevalent here in Europe than available over in North America. But again, I have left those links if you want to check it out where it's available globally over at Cult Beauty. Click on the link below. I love this serum. This is probably one of the most hydrating serums I've ever found. It locks in all that moisture. It's got 7 different hydrators in here. So it's not relying on just something like hyaluronic acid to bring back that hydration. It's got 7 different ways of delivering that. It combines in with some beautiful calming ingredients as well, but also has 2 different alpha hydroxy acids. We talked about alpha hydroxy acids as being really beneficial for resurfacing the skin, helping fade any hyperpigmentation or dark spots, but beyond just the exfoliation, the 2 exfoliating acids they've chosen are also hydrating as well. So it's really taking that exfoliation game, but combining it with something that's perfect for people with dehydrated skin. I love this, and I tend to reach for this serum on those days where I'm having a bit of a bad skin day. Maybe I've got a bit of a breakout, maybe I'm feeling a little bit like my skin is a little lackluster. I put this on before I go to bed, and I wake up with the best skin day ever. And I just pair it with a simple cleanser to start with and a moisturizer if I feel I need any more hydration. And honestly, this serum is all I need in between. So good. Now, no good skincare routine is complete without a fantastic moisturizer to just top everything off. And I've got a couple of recommendations to share with you today. My moisturizers mainly focus on people with oily, acne-prone skin because I think if you have very dehydrated skin, you maybe don't want to have a multi-active formulation. You maybe just want a really rich emollient cream to lock in all that work that you've done. But if you're like me and you have super oily skin, I think a moisturizer with so many added benefits can be a great way of just capping your skincare routine. Now, my go-to is this by Face Theory, which is their Super Gel Moisturizer. Oil-free, so great if you have oily, acne-prone skin, but beyond just being a really nice gel moisturizer, it also combines green tea, a fantastic antioxidant, niacinamide, which will help fade any pigmentation and even out the oil production in the skin, with vitamin C, which is fantastic for just bringing back that luminosity. This, on those warm summer days where honestly you think I'm going to sweat all of this skincare off if I'm not careful, just cleansing and throwing this on with your SPF is a really great way of honestly getting some great skincare benefits without overloading the skin. If you're looking for a retinol, I haven't really mentioned any products that combine retinols with other ingredients, but I'm going to call one out in the moisturizer category, which is this. This is the Night Shift by Stratia. This has a very, very low strength encapsulated retinol, so it's great for beginners to vitamin A derivatives, people that don't want to go in hard and fast, but it also has ceramides, Centella asiatica, and it's a really beautiful moisturizer. They very much designed this as a serum, as a retinol treatment, but I also, on the days I use this, I treat it as my moisturizer because honestly, those ceramides means it does all the moisturizing you need alongside adding that great retinol benefit. Now, before we finish this video, I want to call out one honourable mention, which is this. This is the Oya Firming Neck Cream. Now, I always say you need to take your skincare down the neck because this is an area that shows aging the same way that the skin on our face does. Super important that you treat this as part of the facial skin to make sure you're getting all those great benefits. However, we do forget, sometimes we'll find that the products that are fine for our face don't work well on the neck. It's quite a sensitive area and it could just be a little bit of a faff. So if you just want to keep it simple and just get all of the neck tackled in one go, just put this on at the end of your skincare routine and it's got the neck covered. You've got vitamin E, which is great to hydrate and it's also an antioxidant. You've got hyaluronic acid there to bring some hydration back, and retinol, which is going to help with the anti-aging and just maintain the firmness and elasticity of the neck. I think that's the best neck cream that I've actually found, and it's great for those people that always seem to forget this area. I am one that always seems to forget my neck, and so after I've done my whole skincare routine, I just reach for that, slather it on, and I know that I've given the neck some love. So there you have it, guys, my ultimate guide to the best products to streamline in your routine. These are only products that I've actually tried. There are so many other ones out there, so I'd love for you guys to share your recommendations in the comments below. Share the products that combine multi-actives that you love and reach for in your day-to-day skincare routine. As I said at the start of the video, there is zero judgment. Whether you're one of these people that likes to have the most bougie, extra luxurious skincare routine out there, or maybe you're someone that's 3 steps and you are out the door, it doesn't matter. Do what works for you, your skin type, and your budget. Everyone has their own way of approaching skincare and we should appreciate this, but this video very much meant for the streamliners or those people that are looking to cut those steps out. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye.